Cody, first trip to Paultons Park in 2021. So you've never seen this?
No.
How glorious does it look in the sunshine?
It does look great.
I vaguely remember actually it was lovely in sunshine when I came in April for opening day, and then it rained the next day. But welcome to Paultons Park. It is a winter weekend, so there's not a lot open, to be honest with you. Now we're through because the laws just changed on masks again, which is why we were walking through the shop. So yeah, there's not a lot open. It's a cheap entry day. It's about £22 to come in, and there's just a host of small rides open over this side of the park. So as you can see, Critter Creek will be open today with the Caterpillar coaster. Love that little coaster. Peppa Pig World, around to the pirate ship, the Teacups, around to down the bottom with the penguins and Little Africa. And will this be your first trip on this, Cod?
No. It's not open, is it?
Oh. Will this be Cody's first go on Storm Chaser? Now, Kurt came to Paultons Park, didn't he? Without us. He came, so he has actually been through and seen Tornado Springs, and I love this. This is the undoubtedly the best opening investment of 2021. Look at this, Cod.
Yeah.
How good does this look? Is this your first impression of it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Great. Amazing.
I've eaten in that restaurant. I love that in there. And of course, the Christmas event starts next week. So next week, Lost Kingdom and all of this reopens in here as well. But the price does go up 15 quid, which is why we're being cheap and we're here this week. Because, you know, we didn't want to pay the extra to have these rides open, did we, Cod?
No.
No, we didn't. However, it is just me and Cody. We're just going to have a chilled day. Genuinely can't wait to get on some of the smaller rides, see the animals, walk through the gardens.
Yep.
And, you know, we can take in the spectacular Christmas decorations they've put up. Because it does look amazing. And we'll bring him back and we'll get on some of the big rides when the time comes around. Off to the pig. Do 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 do. Right, so it does look a beautiful day here at Paultons Park, and don't get me wrong, look at this, not a cloud in the sky. However, that puddle down there is frozen, Cody, and that's because it is only 1 degree here at the park. Now, believe it or not, we're actually coming around to ride George's Dinosaur Adventure because I love this ride. I love it.
Yeah.
We've not bought a chest mount today. You do need a chest mount to come to Paultons Park, so we're not really taking any rides. We've done POVs of all of these in our previous vlogs, so if you want to check those out, be sure to do so. But have you even seen the new area over there yet?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
Oh, it's all new for Cody. All new for him. George?
Yeah.
We're going to go and ride George. $10:30 for rides. We are a little bit early for George's Dinosaur Adventure. We got a bit carried away. So we'll go have a little look around Little Africa.
Yep.
And see how many animals are braving this weather. As I said, it looks gorgeous here, but have faith, it is freezing. Meerkat?
No meerkat.
Meerkat?
I'm not saying any meerkat.
I'm not seeing meerkats either. Please respect our animals. They're asleep. So you haven't seen any of this, have you, Cod? No. This is all new. Bearing in mind, this is just down the road from us, Paultons Park. It is quite pricey. I did look into an annual pass for next year, but it's just so costly. And I get why. It is easily, I've said it many times, it is easily the best looking theme park we've got in the UK. It is so well kept. You know, you can check back on other vlogs where even mid-year they're stripping down and repainting things. It's quite unbelievable, the detail that goes into here. Of course, I happened to take holiday the week that everything reopened in April, which is, this was my destination park. This is where I chose to come for first day. We didn't do crop drop or anything like that. We came to Paultons to check out Tornado Springs. But I have to say that they're all hiding away behind there. Oh, hello. He's come out, look. All right, mate.
Boom.
How we doing? Breakfast time? Heading for the light? Don't blame you. Bloody cold out here. I'll stay in there if I was you. Oh, oh. Oh, he literally looks ready to pounce.
He is ready to jump over the rocks.
Royal python. Porcupines. No, they're in here. I can actually see them though.
Whoa.
They are sleepy. I don't blame you guys. Right over there. So the pelicans are down there with the watermill. I think we'll head down there later. We kind of want to be around this area, don't we, for the pig?
Yep.
We want to be around this area for the pig. The pig is going to get busy today, so we can do sort of Critter Creek and you know, Pirate Ship and all of those a little bit later on.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to?
Everything.
Everything.
I've been on any of them.
You haven't been on anything.
I've been on most of it here.
You have?
I have.
How have you not? You've been on this.
I don't think I have.
You've definitely been on
Not
this.
from what I remember.
You don't remember being on it. You haven't been on the two new ones there. You haven't been on anything in Tornado Springs, granted. I get that. You have actually been on everything else here. You just don't remember it, bless him. Too many concussions, Cody.
Only one.
There's you skating on the ice. He'd knock himself out cold, won't he? Right, we'll wait now. I think we're going to go and wait for George to open. Come on now.
That is correct.
You can say what you like about Peppa Pig World, but oh my god, what an incredible place it is. How good was the dinosaur? Come on.
You don't get any better.
You just don't. You don't. And I'll tell you now, it like flew. It just flew out of the station. I think it actually rocked backwards. And the people in front, they let their kids go on. And then they were like, no, we're not riding. Because that's what they like around here. We're not riding. We're not fun. We're not riding. We're not, are we? She's like, you going on? I went, damn straight. Damn straight I'm going on.
If I was going on.
Why would I not be going on? Yeah. Me and Cody queuing. You going on, little lad? Are you going on, little lad?
Yeah.
What's going on? Right. Oh, brilliant. Windy Castle. I love Windy Castle. Love windy, windy, windy.
Windy?
We need to ramp it up a little bit though, Cod. Maybe the tractors.
Okay.
Tractors?
Okay. Yeah.
What should we ramp it up with? Now, Buffalo Falls is actually supposed to be open today, and it's the very first time ever I've come to Paultons Park and a ride's been shut. First time ever, Cod.
Whoa.
Ever seen it?
No.
No, it just doesn't happen. But to be honest, as we said, it is 1 degree today, all gloved up and everything. So quite honestly, I wouldn't be going on it anyway.
No.
Now we will be back to Peppa Pig World, however, we've got some unfinished business, Cod.
Huh?
Where have we got unfinished business?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Oh god.
We've got unfinished business
So nothing,
with this Max spinning coaster.
Nothing's opening, yeah?
To be fair, the other side of the park, I hadn't told Cody that Tornado Springs was open today. Genuinely, the other side of the park is completely shut. Genuinely, it's shut. However, Tornado Springs is open. We're including Storm Chaser. So this is Cody's first go on Storm Chaser, and indeed will be his first go on Cyclonator, which she said didn't look that bad. That's also open, Cody. And as I said, I haven't bought a chest mount, but you know, from our opening day, we got some wonderful POVs in the sunlight. And you know, this hasn't aged at all. As the years gone on, it looks just as spectacular as what it did when I first come on it. And this is the first time you've seen it. Yeah. So we're gonna make our way around to the queue now. We'll get on Storm Chaser, get Cody's thoughts when we get off. Out the gate of Storm Chaser.
Yep.
Double ride there on Storm Chaser. There is nobody queuing, is there?
No one.
And here is the Cyclonator, which is also running for winter weekends. So these rides are staying open as well through the Christmas event, and they will be joined by the Lost Kingdom rides, and that's it. That's the Christmas event lined up. Magna, Edge and Cobra don't open until next year now, but it does look glorious in the sun, this. They don't hold back any punches, Paultons. We have said before they could have run this at half height, and when we spoke to them, they said they were considering doing sort of a half height in the morning and full height in the afternoon. They just decided, no, let's just go for it. And I'm blimmin' pleased, because this thing is brutal. What do you think of Storm Chaser?
It's amazing.
Really enjoyed it, yeah?
Yep. 100%.
There it goes, look. Two completely different rides we had on that.
Yep.
Facing a different way each time, bearing in mind that you know, we were the same. Yeah, it's just the same us on it. I love it. I think it's fantastic, and it will warm up a bit as the day goes on. The ride will particularly warm up, but yeah, it's got some pushing elements, isn't it? Really has. Right, We're going to do it.
Yep.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
You ready for the Cyclonator?
Yep.
You've got to be 6. Got to be 6, Cody. Yeah, it's a good job we didn't invite Kurt, wasn't it? A few people waiting to get on this one. Whoa. This is a really tight fit. A lot of people have said how much a tight fit this is. And we did sort of get awful problems getting the GoPro on here. Had to make phone calls and everything, which is another reason why we just can't be bothered with the chest mount today. Go back and check it out. And we will, of course, check out the Farmyard Flyer and Benji, the new coaster for 2022. Look at it, look. Looks built. We'll check that out later on. How good's the Christmas tree looking here in Tornado Springs? I think they'll let me have that, Cod.
Just slap it on.
Don't think they will they? Cyclonator.
Yep.
What do you think?
Amazing.
Oh dear. Just forget how good it is, to be honest with you. And funny enough, we were sitting next to people and she's at the end gone, oh, so much better than the one at Fort Park. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. What a cracking ride. What a cracking ride. Still has a little bit of a judder when it gets going, but I have to say the swing on it is immense. Absolutely immense. But here is Christmas. Yeah, look at them. Look, they're baubles. Here is Christmas at Paultons Park. I wouldn't expect them to add too many more decorations before the Christmas event next week kicks off. Storm Chaser's now getting a bit popular. People are still coming into the park, which is great to see. And I have to say that Tornado Springs still looks fantastic. Like on a different level. Really, really does look fantastic. Now then, of course, the park is open till 4:30, so if we feel like it, we might be able to do a night ride on Storm Chaser. Maybe. Because it will be dark at 4:30. We'll probably have to get about 4:15 because they're not like Merlin. They shut the queue, make sure they're locked up and gone at 4:30. So we get here about 4:15. It should be dusk at least, and we might be able to get a night ride on Storm Chaser.
Right.
How are we feeling about that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good, doesn't it? So there are other rides we're going to do here. We are going to do the tractors. That's part of Tornado Springs now, and we're also going to do the we're going to do the windmill towers.
Yeah.
I've never done them, to be honest, so why not? I think even you're too big for Al's Auto Academy. And then the other rides we have open are Pirate Ship, Teacups, Critter Creek down there, and I think 4D Cinema. 4D Cinema as well. We'll get something to eat, something to drink.
Yep.
Yeah, how beautiful does it look?
Does look great though.
It's just a sight you just can't get bored of, I'm afraid. It's just a sight you can't get bored of. Right, should we go and have a look at the animals, maybe head down to Critter Creek before we do some more rides?
Yep.
Right, Cody's pointing out a frog in here. Is that a frog? It's a bit no, it's not.
It is, they're very frogs.
Shut up, is it?
They're very frogs.
No.
Let's see how long one's there.
Looks like a stick.
I mean, those are disgusting.
You were holding a cockroach not that long ago.
I know. They're still disgusting. Right, I count 10.
1, 2.
I know. 11.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can see 12. Whoa, look at him.
That is massive.
That is massive. There's a random turtle over the back as well, I can see out the corner of my eye. You remember this, do you?
I remember this.
You remember the cat O pillar? Here it goes. Cat O pillar. The caterpillar is down. We're going to have a lovely walk through the gardens. We're going to check out the birds. The flamingos are down here. And then walk back round to the entrance and see when the cinema show's on. Because the 4D cinema's open. That wasn't open last time I was here again because indoor attractions were closed. But they're not at the moment. At the moment. Oh, look at it, look. A white pheasant. It may bite.
May bite.
It may bite.
Do you want to test this?
I don't want to test it because I agree. I think it will bite. I think it will literally nab my finger off. I do not want to get anywhere near that hornbill with my finger. Look at those beautiful birds. So the park is actually a little bit busier than I thought it would be. With Christmas starting next week, I did think a lot of people would hold out for next week to come. In saying that, I think annual pass is getting for free at the moment.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, you just got to sort of weigh it up if you're local, you've woken up and you don't mind the fact that it's only 2 degrees. Wow, yeah, I ain't sticking my finger anywhere near that. The Lost Kingdom is closed today. That does reopen for winter next week. It's only next week and that reopens, but the rest of the park down the bottom never opens during the winter period. So Magma, Edge and Cobra don't open at all during winter, nor does the log flume. To be fair, I can't even dream about riding a log flume today. I couldn't even put it on my wanting list to do. I think the wave swinger as well actually reopens. The wave swinger there just around the front. That reopens as well for the winter's event. So Paultons have a really strong lineup. I mean, to be fair, even now they've got a really strong lineup now, just on a winter weekend, which other parks haven't had. Winter's Tale started at Chesington, which includes Vampire. The winter's event started at Alton Towers, which has included Spinball Whizzer. Hasn't been open yet because it's snowed up there. And then of course Blackpool Pleasure Beach is open. I hear the big one's down for the rest of the year. Grand National's down for the rest of the year. So even there, you know, but still, it's a good ride lineup. And I think Paultons are right up there with what they've got on offer, you know, on these quiet days now, and then the winter days right the way up to Christmas Eve when the rest of the park is open. And of course then I would expect Lost Kingdom to open for February. And it'd be interesting to see what they do with Tornado Springs, to be honest. It was obviously new for this year. I don't know what the maintenance schedule is going to be like for it. It's obviously going to draw people in for days like this, and it draws people in for winter, and it will probably draw people in for February as well. Peppa Pig World is forever open. Rarely get a ride down, but they do ride maintenance down there as well. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see, particularly for February, which rides and attractions will be open. But you know, if you are visiting here for the Christmas period, you've got nearly the whole park to choose from. And on peaceful days like this, you can't ask for anything else.
Look at the show.
He's putting on a little show for us. He's followed us along here. This is a laughing thrust.
Oh, what a show.
There's that one behind it going, "You're mad. What are you doing?" I'm literally not moving for anyone. You're dancing around with some really weird movement.
Yeah.
That one behind's like, "No.
But don't get me on the camera.
I'm not putting on any show for you." You doing it?
Yeah.
Reckon you can move it?
No.
Reckon you can move this? I think we worked this out to be like 3 tons or something ridiculous.
Oh.
Go on, Cod, put some effort in.
It's so wet. That's good enough.
It's good enough. We've wandered back round, Cody. Yeah. We missed the cinema show by 2 minutes, but it is on every single half hour. Every single half hour, every half hour. I don't really know, it makes sense there. So instead we're going to go down, I think, Cody, while I've got my gloves off, because I've just washed my hands, we're going to go and do Teacups.
Okay.
How cold are they handles going to be?
Freezing.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But it is looking fantastic, the park, all ready for Christmas. I'm really hoping the lights come on tonight as well. So I think about
the Christmas tree
for about 3 o'clock, yeah. Just while we're here, actually, sorry, just while we're here, we are going to look at this later, but here is the new junior coaster, the Farmyard Flyer, which looks complete, doesn't it? It just looks complete. So we'll get you some shots of that one later as well. But round to the Teacups. One of these spin. I genuinely can't remember going on these. And I know it sounds silly that do they spin, but Legolands do, Thorpe Parks don't, Alton Towers don't. What am I missing? Oh, it's got Teacups. Anyone's got teacups. Go down to Venture Wonderland, you can't spin them, can you? Can't spin the teacups, that's just stupid. These are quite big, these teacups, aren't they?
Yeah,
so apparently,
wheel.
you've got to keep your foot, don't spin it yet, you've got to keep your foot on the pedal to spin, although we are spinning it without our foot on the pedal. Now I worked out that whenever I come to Paultons Park, I don't go on the teacups for whatever reason. It's one of those rides, funny enough, down here with the pirate ship that don't really fit into any area at the moment. I'm sure they will. And yeah, I don't think I've ridden this since 2007, which is really bad because you weren't even born last time I rode this. Let's see how this works. This could be fun. All right, it's not just me, is it? That is weird. So the brake actually does seem to work. You put your foot on the pedal to go faster and you lift it and it does slowly grind to a halt, which is actually quite good. I think the platform goes a different way to your standard teacups, because I was spinning a different way. It was very weird. I feel very weird getting off of that. Really weird, Cod.
Yep.
Now then, down here we have the giant tortoises on the left and the pirate ship on the right. So we'll have a quick look at the tortoises. And then we're doing the pirate ship?
Yep.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Huge, Cody.
Humongous.
That'll be as good as the Cyclonator. 100%. Windy Castle.
Oh, I thought myself was going to start.
It's terrifying, that ride. And I'll tell you, once you started spinning it, it just keeps spinning.
You got to look while you're going up and down.
It just keeps spinning. It is terrifying. Absolutely. I think I've said that when I've got off before. So we've got trekking tractors to do.
Yep.
We want to go to 4D cinema, and then of course we've got to get some re-rides in. I think we need to go back on Storm Chaser, don't we?
0 minutes.
It's got a really long 0-minute queue today, so I think it'd be rude not to go on it. I think it'd be rude.
How dare we not?
And I think we might have to get something to eat. Warm our hands up, maybe go sit inside perhaps.
Yep.
So yeah, Buffalo Falls, look, it's supposed to be open today. I'm not going on it anyway.
No one wants to go on it.
But Storm Chaser we do want to go on.
Actually, I think that will be close.
Oh, and we need to go on this. I've never been on this. Yes, never been on that. So we are going to go on the windmills today. But where else could you be on a cold November day? Back on Storm Chaser. Fuming, Cod. I literally pressed it and it sprayed straight at me. Fuming. Thrilled there, Cod.
Yep.
Thrilled I got sprayed with ketchup. Absolutely thrilled. But it was really nice actually, wasn't it?
It was very nice.
Very hot on the allergy advice as well, which we needed. Really, really pleased. No complaints. No complaints. Right, we're going to slow it down a bit because we've just eaten.
Yep.
That's the only reason. And we're going to do trekking tractors and have a little look around Tornado Springs from this side. We did get a nice shot actually of the farmyard flyer. How were the tractors? They shut. So we walked around and waited for the train, which is where we were going to head in the first place. We'll show you through the Tornado Springs area because there is something obviously to look at. And then we go for a bit of a forest before coming back around the back end of Peppa Pig World. We haven't looked at the penguins yet either.
Nope.
We've still got quite a lot to look at. We've got quite a lot of rides we want to go on as well. It's just suddenly got a bit cold. Maybe it's me. Is it me? I just suddenly feel a bit cold. It was so warm in there. It was really, really nice. I like winter days. I prefer autumn days. This is autumn. I'm sure we're still in autumn. It's not winter yet. So we have some onboard audio now as well. There's the toot toot. That means we're going. And we get some wonderful views of Tornado Springs as we come around the corner here.
Yep.
If we're lucky, Storm Chaser will be going around.
Lucky.
We're lucky.
Well, it's not cute, there's no guarantee it's going around.
It's not cute, no guarantee it's going around. Just looks fan-blimmin-tastic. All the little details they've put in.
I like the details, make it look so much better.
Yeah.
Well, they left the barcode on that barrel, but... you see that?
Trust Cody to point things like that out. Nice water feature. Yeah, there is Storm Chaser going up. Look at this, look.
Oh, stop.
Tree there. It should come flying down here in a second. Oh yeah. It definitely warmed up a bit, hasn't it? But look at the snowmen as well. I love it. Just looks fantastic here at the park anyway. Add a bit of Christmas in. So we'll also get a view of the new barnyard flyer as we come round to the right. We are going to go down and have a closer look at it, honest. We'll do that next, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll do that next. It looks like the tractors are back open as well, Cod. And of course there's the Cyclonator. A beast of a machine that is. Absolute mental. So we need to go on that again as well, don't we?
Yep.
But you can see behind it the barnyard flyer. It looks complete. It literally looks farmyard flyer. It literally looks complete, ready to go.
God, it's literally ready.
Yeah, genuinely looks near enough ready.
I don't even think it's near enough. I've got to take some fences there.
Look at that, look.
God, the water's so clear.
Yeah, down at the penguins on the edge of Peppa Pig World. Nice little ride round on the train. We thought we'd just quickly stop by here before heading back to the tractors. And then we're going to hit Cyclonator and Storm Chaser again. They look quite happy, quite content. They don't seem to want to be swimming. Are there any? There's none of them.
Like very blue.
Yep, nowhere to be seen though, because they're all chilling. They're all like, no, not today. Not today. He just can't help himself. It's like Jungle Rangers all over again, Cody.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I don't get to see cappies in this one.
There's no cappies on it, no. No, sadly. We are cappy free.
Sadly.
Now then, here's a good time actually, and a good shot of the farmyard flyer as we slowly trek around here. And it looks, again, just spectacular, doesn't it?
Yep.
It just looks spectacular. Battery died, Cod.
Yep.
Battery on the GoPro died there. But you got some shots of the farmyard flyer. We're taking a few pictures away. You'll be able to see those on our Facebook page. As we come to the end of our trekking tractors adventure, I think dinner's gone down now, Cod.
Yep.
What one are we doing first?
I don't know.
You choose. Choose, quick.
I can't.
Pick one.
I'm not allowed to choose.
Pick one. Pick one.
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser it is. Here's the state of play down at the farmyard flyer. Now you can see as you sort of go round that there's a lovely plane feature in the middle, but look at this entrance, look. I mean, not all the signs are up yet. I don't know if I've unwrapped everything yet. It just looks stunning, it really, really does. Looks like I'll have a little shop on the exit. With this here being the entrance. The ride essentially looks complete in sort of terms of the coaster going up, which isn't unusual for Paultons, to be honest. They do like to get the ride done early so that they can theme it. You know, as stupid as it sounds, these were built quite quickly. We saw these up, you know, year before last, and it's just the theming. They then spend months and months and months on the theming. And look at it. It's just stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. So what do you think of the Cyclonator then?
It's great.
It is, isn't it? Another spin on the Cyclonator. I was feeling a bit dizzy coming off there. It is really, really powerful. Really powerful. We've got more rides we want to do. Yep. We need to check the cinema as well. We do want to see the cinema, but should we have another go on this before we head to the cinema?
Okay.
Why not? Why not? Show Street 4D cinema there. The House of Magic. The House of Magic. The first time I've seen that. I will say straight from the off, the animation on it is superb. Really, really is superb. We were actually quite critical of the one at Legoland. I appreciate it's Lego bricks and everything, but I didn't like the animation on it at all. I thought it was really horrid. That is really, really good. Cat gets lost. Cat gets found by someone else. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I saw.
No, that's what you saw. Yeah. That's pretty much all I saw as well. So it kind of like nearly gets run over. It then ventures into
it gets chucked out of a
yeah,
van.
it gets chucked out of the house it finds, and then ventures back into the house with an old man. All the toys and like really weird models and things come to life. It's quite unique in the way it is. And there's this talking hare in there, talking rabbit, massive rabbit, and a mouse that runs away from it. And they're like, oh, he won't last, you know, he's blah 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 blah, and we don't like him, blah blah blah, and it ends.
That's it.
That's it. That's all that happened. It feels like it must be part of a bigger story. I've never heard of it. Comment below. Is it part of a bigger story? I don't know. But yeah, the House of Magic definitely ended a lot sooner than what I feel it should have ended. But animation, 4D effects, and glasses, really nice, comfortable. Yeah, love that cinema. It's really, really nice in there. Pretty much walk on around the park today.
Yeah.
And we're going to head back down to Peppa Pig World.
Yeah.
You haven't been on the two newer rides, have you?
No.
Which is Grandpa something's boating something. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I know which ones I mean. The one in the castle on the boat ride. You want to hesitate a guess? Pick a character. I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called. That's probably pretty bad actually. I can't remember what it's called. Boating. No, boating school. Grandpa Big Boating School. That's the one that goes around in a circle. Is Miss Hippo a real thing? I don't think Miss Hippo's a real thing apparently. No, either way, we're going to go down and have a look. Beautiful train.
Retrieved if lost during the ride and may pose a danger to yourself and others. You must remain seated throughout the ride and hold on to the bar in front of you at all times. Once the Cyclonator has landed and the ride has stopped back in the station, please take care as you undo your safety strap, climb out of your seat, and exit the station by following the signs. Now hold on tight while we kick up a storm. Yeah!
Now here's a back end view of the Farmyard Flyer. Look at that. Certainly certainly some work to do. Again, I think it's all around theming. I don't think it's around anything else other than theming. Look at it, looks brilliant, Can't wait for that next year. I know it's only a little junior coaster, but again, we'll really drag people into Tornado Springs to see some of the wonderful new stuff they've done. Grandpa Pig's Sailing Club. I was not far off. I'm well impressed with that. Well impressed. And this is your first time on this, Cod?
Yeah.
So one thing I noticed on the way in, which is something we picked up when we did the press day here, was that these were the first two rides to have cue boards outside. And funny enough, the Peppa Pig ones have been removed, even though they have been sort of introduced around the park. There's a big hole in the wall where it was.
Yeah, there is.
This is a really relaxing ride. Very similar to sort of Dora the Explorer, just with pigs rather than Dora's. Lots of pigs. There's a 2p on that plate. There's a 2p on there, God.
2p.
Now then, there we go, the Queen's Flying Coach Ride. I'm not going to lie to you, there's no way I would have remembered that. No, wouldn't have remembered it. And here's the Queenie. Funny enough, I had an episode of Peppa Pig on yesterday and the Queen was in it.
Why?
I don't know, I just did. It just happened to be on and I just ended up watching it. It was when Miss Rabbit went and what happened? She was honoured as best teacher in the world or something, best contributor, but hardest worker in the world, that was it. She went to see the Queen for a medal.
What?
Pig facts, people, pig facts. And you thought we were going to go on rides today. We're all about the pig. It's relaxing though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And again, still looks really nice down here. A little bit of a clean actually, look, that's unusual. Don't usually see that at Paultons. Now I don't know whether they've moved the other one or not, but this one does have a board. And funny enough, when the area first opened, these weren't here. You didn't queue here. You just sort of walked in and up the castle end. So I'm guessing that maybe during the summer, this is really, really popular. Those that know, when we came in April, when we came back again in, I want to say end of May, we tend to, if I don't have the boys, I say really Cody to be honest, I don't really venture into Peppa Pig World. There's no real need for me to do it, certainly no need for me to come in and film. You know, it's nice and quiet today so we can get you some shots of the Peppa Pig World. And of course we've got Cody and we're going on the rides, God. I mean, what else do you want? What else do you want? Just look how pristine it is. It's these bits, you see, that just stay pristine. Bearing in mind we're at the end of the season, it's only January that Paultons Park are actually shut, but let's go on the coach ride. We get a little
Your Majesty.
we get a little speech as we go round.
Like a little tour.
So some lovely views from up here of Peppa Pig World. Grandpa's, in fact there's the cue ball, look, I spotted it, they've moved it. See, little things, it's funny because I don't come to Paultons Park that often. And I know I pick up lots of things at Chessington and parks like that, particularly Chessington. But even I remembered that, and I haven't been on this ride since it opened, several years back. Just shows, just goes to show. That is Grandpa Pigs, isn't it? That's the boating. Is that the boating? I think that's the boating one.
I mean, you're actually in a boat.
We've been on George's Dinosaur, that was great fun, that was. The balloons. There's a meet and greet going on with Peppa at the moment. Windy Castle, terrifying castles we're going to call it. Are we going back on that?
No way. Not with the wind at the moment.
Oh, what wind?
There's wind.
Do you see? Okay, those flags kind of give it away that it might be a bit windy. We're doing it, Cod.
We're doing it?
Our first time ever. Well, that means I've never seen this. Our first time ever on a windmill towers. The stunning Christmas tree at the entrance here to Paultons Park. As the sun starts to go down, Cody.
Start.
However, we've got an hour left.
Yep.
We've refreshed with drinks.
Yep.
What else do we do? Oh, we had some chips.
Yeah.
We had some chips as well. And now we're going to head back down to Storm Chaser, Cyclonator, the usual suspects. And then this should look incredible on the way out. I hope everything else is turned on as well. I think it's going to look really magical at night. The sun's coming down, Cod. Now, we're a little bit confused because we went to George's Dinosaur Adventure whilst it got a bit dark. Because when I bought the tickets and when we looked this morning, it clearly said 10:30 till 4:30. However, as the day's going on, it's changed to a 4 o'clock close.
It was literally only an hour ago when you sure you
It was, wasn't it? Yes, it was like not that long ago. And then lo and behold, it's got to 4 o'clock and the whole park has shut down. But, I mean, in fairness, Cod, we've had 5.5 hours of fairly solid rides with a stop for food.
Yep.
We have done Cyclonator 3 times.
Yep.
We've done the Windmill Towers for the first time. We've done Storm Chaser 9 times.
Yep.
We did Caterpillar a couple of times. We walked through the creature thing.
Yep.
The pirate ship, Teacups, train, tractors. We did George's Dinosaur Adventure the start and end of the day, which actually, to be fair, is quite a feat of engineering. We nearly died on the Windy Castle. We did the sailing club. We also did the coaches. I think it's fair to say, Cole, we've mugged it off a bit today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Mugged it off a bit today, but we were really looking forward to sort of a 4:20 ride on Storm Chaser. Alas,
It's just massive.
not meant to be. Not meant to be. But we've had a good day, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, a really, really good day. I'm gonna take a few pictures before we leave, as it is dusk here. Yeah, little snowman, look. Yeah, we're gonna take a few pictures before we leave, but pretty much wraps it up for Paultons Park on what has been a cracking day in November. So just in case anyone did wonder, the Tornado Springs is an illuminated sign. Some of the Christmas lights are on, some of them aren't. We're a little disappointed they're not all on, but we're not actually paying for Christmas. So again, maybe we're just being a little bit tight. Maybe not. Should we come back for Christmas?
Maybe.
So the park is now open from next weekend for its Christmas event. I think it's then the weekend after, and then it's fairly solid right the way up to Christmas Eve, and it shuts on Christmas Eve. So where some of the Merlin parks goes to the 3rd of January, Paultons Park, end of game, Christmas Eve. I think they then take the Christmas period off, and then yeah, start work in the new year, because obviously they reopen for February half term, as we said before, and they open pretty strong as well with, you know, in previous years, Lost Kingdom, Peppa Pig World, all the Critter Creek and everything like that. So it'll be interesting to see if Tornado Springs is included. But stunning view, I can't get enough of this still.
Yeah, it does look amazing.
Can't get enough of it. So Cody, while we walk down here slowly walk down here, favourite ride?
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser, yeah? 100%. You really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's one of your best ones. Yeah, Cody really enjoyed Storm Chaser at Cyclonator.
Second.
Yeah.
The death ride itself.
The death ride, the Windy Castle.
The Windy Castle gets bronze.
Gets bronze prize. I had a feeling he would enjoy them. But no, he really enjoyed Storm Chaser, and we've had so many good rides on it, haven't we?
So many.
So there aren't many times I would go to a theme park and ride something 9 times.
Unless it was Nemesis, then it would probably be double.
I think that give me a headache after that. No, really impressed. Really impressed with Paultons. Again, it's always clean, it's always tidy. It just looks stunning. Just looks stunning. As the sun sets over the back with the Lost Kingdom, we're going to head around now to where the Christmas tree is and make our way out of the park. But no, I mean, Paultons Park.
Yep.
We've finished a little bit earlier than anticipated, which is a bit of a shame, but we've had an amazing day at the park. If you haven't been, why not? You haven't been down to Tornado Springs to check out probably the best themed area in the country. Why not? Why not? It's definitely the best investment of 2021. And there was quite a lot of investment this year as well, but I think Paultons have nailed it. They've got a new ride coming next year, and from what I was told last time we spoke to them, they are also planning the same for 2023, which will be really interesting to see. But from the weekends leading to Christmas from Paultons Park, thank you for joining us here at UK Theme Parks. My name's Adam, and we'll see you at Winter's Tale. I've certainly never seen these before. Cobra and Flight the Pterosaur one's cod.